So you have been having conversations with President Trump, and he publicly said that he signed off on your communicating with Iranian officials in hopes of averting war. What can you tell us about that, and what can you tell us about what you're trying to accomplish there?
Absolutely nothing. I would have to kill you if I told you. So this is top secret, man. Would it be a secret if I told you?
So this could be the last video that I ever do.
This is your last interview ever. Yeah. No, I think I can talk more in general terms about, what our goals are with diplomacy and what we should be talking about. I think that the Iranians, as evidenced by the Iran agreement that we had, are willing to limit their nuclear enrichment and really are willing to talk about never having a nuclear weapon. I think they really are in that place, and we could get to a place where I think there could be an agreement. The more difficult aspect, I think, is the ballistic missile agreement. That wasn't part of the Iran agreement, and the president and many people have said that was the big flaw in the agreement. They want a ballistic missile treaty agreement. The problem is you have to understand from Iran's perspective why they develop ballistic missiles. They do because they have regional rivals. Saudi Arabia and Israel basically are armed to the teeth, and Iran sees both of them as rivals, and Iran says, well, that would be like unconditional surrender just to have. It would be like saying we don't want to have an air force and we're not going to have missiles as a deterrent. So I think there is an opportunity, but our side needs to recognize that I think Iran will only negotiate on ballistic missiles if Saudi Arabia came to the table and said, you know what, there's too many weapons all over the Middle East. Why don't we all talk about lowering and ratcheting down? That I don't think our side is ready to discuss, and I'm not sure Saudi Arabia is ready to, and Saudi Arabia probably wouldn't without some pressure. And I think part of the mistake we're making now is by continuing, there's no interruption of the arms flow to Saudi Arabia after they killed the dissident Khashoggi. I think had there been, we might have been able to say, you know what, you only get your arms sales, we're only going to continue to help you with your defense and military capabilities if you're willing to sit down at the table with Iran. We could have actually used our leverage on the arms trade to push Saudi Arabia towards it. We still could, but that would be a shift in where our policy is headed. That's the only way I see a ballistic missile treaty ever coming. If our position remains that you have to give up all enrichment, you have to have a ballistic missile treaty, and you have to take bend the knee to great America, there's not ever going to be an agreement. And even though we can defeat Iran in any military battle, I think they will choose simply to wait us out, have skirmishes here and there, and try to defend their pride as a nation. I hope there's another way, but that is one alternative, is that we just lead to more and more conflict with them.